Welcome back, everybody, to Your Little Castle Show, where we are highlighting those leaders who are making a difference. Black Label, you want to get top notch, you should listen to this interview. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. The Cardinal Cowboy, Carter Rethwish. I've got the hat here. Don't you worry. We'll put that on here in just a second. We are doing what we do in our community. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. But we have the owner, Alisha, has been doing this for a long time. She's also known as the Rehab Queen.
I am.
Before we get into that too much about the rest of the stuff we want to talk about, tell me, how did you earn that title? Where did that come from? I can imagine, but tell me.
And I'm stamping the city everywhere. I'm all over the city doing construction work, commercial, residential, and I just came up with the name, the Rehab Queen. So
yeah, I mean, I'm looking at all the work you've done. We're going to show that work again here as we got pictures on the wall behind us. But yeah, once you get to be the master at something, then they
call you the queen.
The queen, she's the best.
Yeah.
And really putting it out there for people. Well, let's finish up. We talked a little bit about the biggest mistake that people made. If you missed that first show, everybody, great information there. Half-hour discussion with our guest here. And it, literally, like, if you're going to get into stuff, you need to pay attention. But what's the biggest mistake that people make? And we talked a little bit about that, but if you would expound upon that a little bit for me.
I just think that people don't do the research on their contractors before they hire them. You got to do the research. You got to try to get some pictures or get some visuals of their work and talk to some previous clients if they give you an opportunity. Sometimes that seems like a little extensive, but we're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars that you're spending to change your house or your business. So you want to make sure that you're investing your money correctly. So I definitely think you should put the time in to research your hire.
You've mentioned that, and this is something I had not ever heard before, but you will invite people to come to an existing job site and meet the owners of a job you're working on currently.
Absolutely.
Let them see the work you're doing, meet the crew,
yes.
and talk to the owners of the other jobs.
As long as my client don't have any objections to me bringing a potential client, and most of them say yes, then I'll bring them, and then they can ask whatever questions they want of this client. They can see our progress. They can get comfortable in knowing that we complete jobs and we do a good job.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah. When you're seeing the work done on site and you get to talk to the guys doing it and you're seeing it, an actual site in progress,
yes,
and see what they've gone through and have questions about specifics, it'll relate to what they're trying to do too, and makes it a lot easier for people. Well, tell me then, I can only imagine there's a lot that goes into running a business, but you love doing commercial and residential both, but you say you actually do a little bit more commercial, is that true?
Just a little bit more commercial than residential, but I enjoy doing them both. They're both two different extremes, but I really like doing both.
And tell me some of the differences between handling those differently.
I guess commercial is getting, it's a different type of reward at the finish because you're getting a business open. These people have put in their heart and souls. They got loans or however they're paying for it, and now they're finally at the finish line and they can get their business open. Then you get to go to the red ribbon cutting. Then you get to go to the grand opening. It's just, and then it's just a rewarding feeling to watch this business grow that you actually put together and you feel really responsible for. It's almost like, it's kind of like it's my business, but it's not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I really enjoy that. And then on the residential side is you live there and you have made someone's house feel like some upscale hotel finish and they absolutely love it, and just to see like how they respond and the tears that come to their eyes and the text messages I get a month or two later like I just love my house, it's all rewarding.
Well, you've kind of experienced that as working up on the 9th floor. You saw the top level high class stuff, and this is the kind of what you get to bring with that Black Label.
Yeah,
you're bringing to your clients.
Right. So I really take pride in it. I spend a lot of time watching rehabs. I go online researching. I try to be fast forward with the, kind of like fashion. I think there's a fashion for rehabs, and I try to stay fashion forward with the rehabs. So everything's coming out new. The things are getting a little bit more techy. I'm just trying to stay on top of all the new forward remodeling coming out.
Yeah, I mean, technology, we've got a question here we're going to bring up after our break. We're going to take a break here and share a little bit more of the fun we did in the community here. But how has technology changed the business? And we'll get into that a little bit. But before I do that, tell me a time, I can only imagine as long as you've been doing this, tell me a time when you really helped a client that was out on a limb maybe a contractor that they were working with didn't follow through, or another situation where you could just tell they were in a tough situation, but you came through for them?
Yeah, I completed a daycare. I actually thankful I got to do 3 of them. Kitty Carnival Daycare. I actually met the owner, and she was almost ready to give up. I think she had went through 3 contractors before she found me. And I came in and we got it done in a timely manner, and so she was happy because she was really skeptical at first. She had been through 3 contractors, got that one done, and then she gave me 2 more, and now they're up and open. and she's really excited about it, and it took her some years, but if she would have met me sooner, it would have took so long.
Right, yeah. Well, that's pretty, make you feel good that she's
made me feel really
she's
good.
referring you to her own other facility, so you ended up doing 3 daycares.
Yes, I did.
How long did you work for these? How long did it take to put 3 of them?
We did a really big one that was roughly about 10,000 square feet.
Oh, wow.
It took me almost a year to do that one.
Okay.
So that was the biggest one, and it was, I mean, we did everything. Like, we had to run plumbing, we had to run electric, we had to run HVAC, we did the parking lot. I mean, it was a lot of work. It was the busiest project at that time I'd ever done.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot to, well, you're essentially from the ground up, you're taking them from, did they have an existing building that was being remodeled?
It was an existing building, but nothing was inside of it. It was just a
tear
shell.
out from scratch.
Yes. So we took it from there. But it turned out amazing, and she's up and open. and yeah, so.
That's the magic word, opening day, right, everybody? We talk about that with baseball, with that great opening with the ribbon cutting.
Ribbon cutting, yeah, that's a good day.
You get to be there for that, too.
And I've done a few. I've done a few.
Yeah, how's that make you feel? We see a business that's launching, and now you're going to help a family.
It makes me feel really good. And then the support that comes out to the community to open these businesses, and then they find out a female was in charge of running the project. They're really impressed, and then it makes me network with other people. I get other referrals from that. It's just, it's all uphill from there once you cut that ribbon.
That is cool. So that leads to more business, and business compounds, and it's because of that reputation you've carried.
Yes.
That black label, top level experience. Keep with that high standards, things will continue to be.
And I'm busy all the time. Yes, I'm busy all the time.
Busy all the time. That's a good problem to have.
It is.
Well, tell me, I can imagine also somebody, as long as you've been doing this, give me an example of a challenge you've overcome that made you stronger, something you learned along the way. Maybe it was a difficult situation, but you went through it and said, hey, sometimes the biggest lessons we learn are from the challenges we have.
I mean, I think that construction is always a challenge because every situation is different. Every house is different. Every business is different, and you're going to run into different issues. It's just about being able to adjust and come up with quick solutions. I think I'm very good at coming up with quick solutions. I think that's a big reason why I'm successful, because some people just drown in like the challenge, and I just get excited over the solution. It's just a different mindset.
Drowning in the challenge, excited because you got the solution, right? I think that's another quote there. Come up with that one. That one there is from Alisha. Very cool. Well, as we dig in here, we're going to take a break here in a few minutes, but before we do, I want to show a little bit of the work you've got. So on the wall behind me, I'll put this up on TV for everybody to see. So everybody, we're off camera, but they can see. But if you go right to your website and scroll down just a little bit, right there is some of this beautiful work. And you've got it broken down into categories. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to go to the work tab. Is that where our work? Okay.
Okay.
And click on that link. We'll take you to the work that you've done. As long as there it is. And now you got those broken in. There's the categories I was talking about. So let's start off with bathrooms, right?
Yes,
wow, they've got some Taj Mahal looking stuff here. I'm going to click on. Holy cow. This is beautiful stuff. And this is just a sample of some of the stuff you've got.
Yeah.
The bottom there you can see, wow, look at those. Those marble. I mean, that looks beautiful. And then at the bottom of the tab, you can click over and now you see some of those kitchens we were talking about.
Yeah, that was a nice one. That was a nice one. I take pride in the homes. I like those.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you get to show off some really top-notch stuff. Right. Black label, right?
Right.
From the rehab queen, Alisha Marzette. Yeah, I would imagine, I mean, given some of those backsplashes and everything that's going into these, how's it make you feel when you walk out of a job after it's done and this is the kind of work that people can see?
It definitely makes you feel good. I mean, I love to leave a job and leave my stamp on it. I always say I'm stamping the city one job at a time.
Stamping the city, one job at a time. And I'll jump back over here. I'm going to show everybody this. Now, I like that we got this organized. Commercial. And see some of the work they're done.
That was a restaurant on Del Mar, a little east of the Loop, called Prime 55.
Okay.
That was a coffee shop downtown. That was the black and white one. Was a beauty shop we were working on.
Beauty shop, okay.
So yeah.
Cool. And as we finish up here, I think we're finishing up living areas.
Yes. And those are
some lots of flooring going on there.
Some
gyms
basements I
and
did.
bedding and bedrooms
Accent
and
walls.
ceiling fans and
Fireplace.
televisions.
Everything. We do it all.
Wow, you've got it all there. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to come here and talk to us about this. I want to mention also there's more work that you've got, and maybe you update these. Some people use their Facebook kind of as a place, but I've seen some of these pictures here, and these were dynamite too. I'm going to let everybody take a look here, but some of these bathrooms again, really showing off what you've done here. Those, man, that looks, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That makes me feel like
we
there's
did some nice bathrooms. Yeah, that was a good one too. And that's how it was before.
Yeah, I'll say before.
Before.
After.
Yeah.
Can you tell there's a little bit of a difference there, everybody?
There's a little bit of difference there.
You want to, and on it goes on your.
Yeah, I try to post every day. I try to advertise every day, progress, because we're always working. I'm always trying to show progress. I like to build trust with my audience so they can see that we work every day. They see we making progress every day. I think that helps with clientele as well.
Well, you've got the work to show, and that black label, top-notch looking stuff. I'm looking at these jacuzzis, and let me put that back up there for everybody. But look at that.
That's before.
That's before. Okay. Okay, that went on from there, but finished. This is a heck of a game room. Somebody had in a lower level kitchen, and that flooring.
Like
how much?
House. That was like putting a whole house in the basement.
Oh,
nice.
somebody you could live in the basement too.
Yeah, you could live in 2 bedrooms.
And the Miss Pac-Man, which I've played for many years.
Yes.
I'll show that
old school game.
Old school, playing the Miss Pac-Man you got there in the corner.
Yeah.
So you'll make it to whatever somebody's wishes are. You can come up with the resources.
I can come up with it.
And make
you
it happen.
can dream it. I can create it.
Well, take a moment, if you will, everybody, and look out at her Facebook and website. Alisha has done a great job here, but Black Label Construction LLC.com, and just see just a sample of some of the stuff they've got. And if you ever want to get more information, like she said, she'll let you come out to one of her work sites.
Definitely.
And then visit with the construction guys on site and talk to the actual clients to do that. How many jobs do you have going at any given time?
I usually have 3 to 4 going on at a time.
Okay.
Because I have a few different teams. Yeah.
Multiple teams, and you manage them all yourself.
I do.
She's doing the work there, everybody. All right, we're going to jump back into some of the community stuff we're doing here and share a little bit of the excitement, and we'll be back here in a little bit more. We're going to talk about how media has affected what she's doing, the process for somebody, what a major objection people have, question people have, and then what she gets the most satisfaction out of this stuff. So stay tuned here, everybody. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, everybody, we're here with the SLU basketball team enjoying this awesome event. First up, Robbie.
I'm very excited.
How excited are you about the upcoming season for SLU?
I'm very excited. We got a group of guys, that compete and, that's willing to win. So, it's fun. You can't complain.
So is there going to be a potential conference championship in this maybe? Don't want to get you in trouble predicting. We don't do that in baseball. We don't do it in football. But do you at least feel like you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we got a group of guys that's willing to win, that's willing to dive on floors and get loose balls. So, can't complain, honestly.
That's that hard work pays off, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Mark. What's your first name?
Kalu.
Kalu. How long have you been playing with the SLU basketball team now?
This is going to be my second year here now.
So you're excited having a new coach? This is his second year too. Did you come along with the coach? You like this program he's got put together?
Yeah, I came along with him last year. It's a great program, great environment. I'm excited for this new season.
So as a matter of SLU's place in the conference, you think there's a chance you might do well in the conference this year?
For sure. Just got to take it day by day and come compete every single day, and I think we'll have a great chance for that.
What position you specialize in?
I'm a forward.
So you can do those rebounds, maybe a slam dunk, and hit a three-pointer every once in a while?
For sure, for sure.
You need any help with your reverse slam dunk, you let me know.
I got you, man.
All right, everybody. We're here up at the event at Delwood, Juneteenth. Cardinal Cowboy. We'll be back.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City. He's one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwish was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey everybody, Cardinal Cowboy here. I want to invite all of you to be part of my new team. No, you don't have to put on a baseball uniform and be a super fan. Now, it would be a good idea to cheer for the Cardinals, the greatest team in the history of the National League. But I'm talking about the Gold Cowboy team. You know, I love to help people follow their dreams and reach their goals in business and in life. So that's one of the reasons why I'm telling you about my friends at My Metal Pro. They help people like you and I acquire gold and silver with a membership that lets you safely buy, sell, and store gold and silver. They make it real easy to get started. My Metal Pro isn't like the big guys you see on network TV or the big coin shops that take a huge commission. So become part of my Gold Cowboy team. Scan the QR code or go to goldcowboy.com and check it out. Giddy up. Well, there you go. A lot of the fun stuff we get to do in the community. Hey, check out this stuff about gold. We've got some coins here. This stuff has gotten crazy, but if you've seen the price of gold, it's gone up. But my emphasis has always been on the media. And as a guy who was an IT guy, she and I worked together down at Anheuser-Busch. Alisha and I never saw, I probably did see you when I was going up in the security area.
I'm sure you did.
But that's where we would hang out. But here it is, everybody. Magnetize your media. Get the Magnetize Media book. It is a #1 seller on Amazon. Yours truly wrote the foreword here. My buddy's like, Carter, you end up writing the first chapter, which is fine. But they put us in here. But Willie was just here the other day, and the media has gone crazy for this guy. He's been on front of Forbes and GQ, and he started off just being on our little show here, took the show and put it out there, and all of a sudden started getting all kinds of contacts from that. But how has media, how has technology changed the world you live in? And in construction, there's different times to use technology. Other times, some people say, no, you do it the old-fashioned way. But how has media changed for you?
Media is huge for me. I think that creating the Rehab Queen through social media has really blown me up and got the name out there. I think as far as when it comes to construction, things are becoming more techy. People want LED lights. People want to be able to talk and tell their lights to come on and turn off, and with Alexa. And it's a lot of advancement that's coming along with construction that I'm trying to stay up on top of.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're talking about Alexa, and I've got Bixby, which is Samsung, and a lot of people have Siri for their iPhone. But now you give commands, say, I don't want to say the commands because it'll turn off our lights here.
Yeah.
But Bixby, I won't say it because if I say anything other than I better just let it go with regard to lights, we leave it alone. But it'll turn off and on the LIGHTS, right? We don't want to do that. But the people, there's a demand for this.
People want that.
People are calling and saying, hey, can you do this automated stuff with my blinds and my lights and my doors?
Yes, everybody wants that. Everybody wants to be able to control everything from their phone. People just want advancement. They just want the advanced smart houses. I guess that's what they call them now. Everybody wants the smart house.
We don't want a dumb house. We want a smart house.
We want a smart house these days.
And technology has made it that way. It can be, as a rehab specialist, it's stuff you can add afterwards too.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I've done it here in our studio, my house, where you can just outlets you put in, or get the smart hub, and then you get the little light bulb that plugs into something else that goes into the socket. But all those things now make it a lot easier to implement these as well.
Yeah, they want that, and we're trying to stay on top of it, try to give it to them. People want cameras in the house. They want all type of different things in their house these days.
And technology is the way. She's a very young lady. We talked about her experience, so she make it sound like she's been doing this forever. But been doing it. You have been doing it for quite a while.
I've been doing it quite a while.
But she looks very young.
I'm a little older
I was
than
like,
I
maybe
look.
she's 30. I'm gonna say she's about 30.
I wish I was 30.
But life has treated her well. When you handle things right and you keep that stress out of your life, then it keeps us from getting those stress marks, that things that make us look as if we're older than we really are. So I shouldn't squint because I get on my forehead. But yeah, technology is the wave of the future, and if you can stay on top of that. Well, I can only imagine by now there's a lot of people who are looking at this interview and going, all right, this young lady knows what she's talking about. I need to sign up with her. Tell me the process. What does somebody go through to get you and hire you to do their work?
Well, I'm pretty easy to find. You can Google the Rehab Queen. I'm sure I'll come up. Black Label will come up. My phone number is all over my website. You can go on my website and you can click the link and fill out your information. I'll get right back to you. I am easy to find. I'm the Rehab Queen, and I'm waiting for you to call me.
There it is, rehabqueen77@gmail. That 77 might give you some indication.
Yeah, that kind of tells it all.
Where do we use that from? But yeah, I mean, the technology these days, and if you can stay on top, but it's easy to get started. So you'll meet with them face to face. They contact you, and coordinate a time to come out to their business or home. And then you say, all right, now let's walk through the process here. And then by the time they get a bid later that day, or within a day or two, or what's the normal?
Well, I'm pretty busy. Usually my bids come back from 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
Once I come out to your site, in about 3 or 4 days, you'll get a bid from me, and then we can talk about that in detail, see if you have any questions. If you want to move forward, then I'll tell you the next process of what to move forward and when we can get you on the schedule. And yeah, it's pretty simple. I try to make it easy for my clients.
Easy is good, because there's enough complications in our lives already, and you've become a master at the technology, and you got the website, the social media, and all the places people can find the work that you've done. That is a key to the success of many people as far as the process. So tell me, what's the biggest question people have? What's the biggest objection someone has when they're considering using your services? Is it always price, or what are people very often interested in learning more about before they make a decision?
I think that the challenges that I've come about when meeting new clients is they've already had a bad contractor in front of me. And so that makes my job a lot harder, because I have to build the confidence with them first. And then that takes time, because they're already looking like I might be like the last contractor that ran off with their money, didn't finish the job, or did a bad work.
We're all afraid of that.
Yeah, so I have to come and build that confidence with my clients, to build that trust back up with them, because they've already been disappointed.
Yeah, that's where we check out somebody's reviews, go over the background. That's what we showed you. She's got great reviews on her Facebook and on Yelp and all the wonderful places you can get reviews, but also being somebody who's been in business and getting your business, you got that business registration with the city and the state, and then all of the pending things that if you don't have those, then people are like, hey, are you serious?
Yeah.
And in Illinois, those are required, but it's nice to have those, and you did them because even in Missouri they're not, but you went ahead and have taken a lot.
Taking initiative to get certified, whatever I could do.
How important is that for you?
That's important. I want people to feel confident when they hire me. I want people to know that I'm educated in this business and what I'm doing. I know a bunch about constructions. I've gotten the certifications that I've needed and wanted in St. Louis. I've kind of exhausted those things already. I'm just trying to grow Black Label and deliver a top-notch delivery to my clients.
Well, that's what we talk about, and so I can only imagine, what gives you the most satisfaction for what you do here?
Just making my clients happy. That's really satisfying to me. To know that they have confidence in me, they know that I'm reliable, and they know that I'm going to give them a good finish. And so that's the best thing. I get a lot of repeat clients, and I can tell the difference from when they hired me the first time and now I'm back. It's more like throw me the keys opposed to like, they're like, we know she got this, we're good.
Well, that's why I put the head on. By the time you build a reputation, that's what people now, they know what to expect, and they say, hey, Alicia's done a great job, Black Label, top notch, done it before, the Rehab Queen, we got to have her back because we know what we're going to get.
Yes.
And when you're playing with somebody's house, you're talking about construction on a home, these are big issues. You don't want to do things haphazardly. We have slang we can't use on television.
Right.
But you don't want to do things haphazardly.
You're right.
And I had some guy said something. I looked up. I'm like, nope, can't say that. Got to bleep that out.
Gotta bleep that out.
But half and the other side of the backside of a donkey. Some
Right.
people would say, I don't know if I'm like, maybe they're going to make me bleep that. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, you don't want to play around when you're kind of spending. What's the average job you've got? You start at 10,000, but that's the low end.
That's the low end.
Where
I
do
mean,
people end
most of my average jobs, I think most of my contracts range probably around 25 to 35,000. That's
Okay.
probably average job I do. Right.
Yeah, and I can only imagine. Yeah, well, when you've got these kinds of jobs in place, there's the back to the efficiency thing you talked about. You would like to get jobs done quickly too,
I do.
and so that saves everybody a whole lot of money because labor is one of the biggest costs
Yes.
when you're doing anything.
And I don't want to pay out all that labor cost, so we got to get it done.
But you have worked with your guys to build a relationship with the
And they
crew.
know how I
and
work.
gals.
They know how I operate. They know what I expect, so they get in and work hard.
And what has it been like to manage a crew and to keep them on task and to have a well-oiled machine, if you will, that makes a good product?
It's a challenge. It's consistency, though. I'm very consistent. I'm very clear on my expectations. I'm very clear on what rules I have as an employee working for me, and I don't sway away from that much. And so you gotta get with it. You gotta get with it.
You gotta get with it. Let's go. Get with it, or else you will not be working for Alisha, because top-notch black label we're talking about here says it in the name. Everybody, if you're not going to keep that high level of quality, and
then you can't stay with the team.
you can't be on this team. Well, as we finish up here, we got about a minute and a half. How do you feel you most contribute to your community? Helping people build houses and businesses, but
I mean, my business alone, I think it's a contribution to the community. I'm making people successful with opening their business. I'm making people happy with opening their homes. Outside of that, I always do something for the community. Even when North City got impacted, we took my team down there. We took a bunch of food. We took a bunch of water, and tried to do what we could do and help clean up in that area. I've donated backpacks for different organizations for kids going back to school. I have there's something else. I've donated bikes for different.
Nice.
I think it's like during Christmas time. So we always try to put our name in the community so people know that we're here to help. It's not always a price. We try to do things to be nice to people and give back as well too.
yeah, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you're helping other people, it turns into a form of advertising, even though it's not intended. But people are going, hey, Alicia's team gave us this stuff, and you should look up what do they do? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, well, let's
It all works hand in hand.
and they build that relationship, help people to understand what they're doing. Well, thank you for sticking around for 2 full half hours. We've got a lot of great content here. Hopefully we see this on our air soon. Alisha and I are going to talk about when we want this thing to go. But I think you're just doing great work for the community, and a lot of people should listen to your model, if nothing else. How do you run a business?
Right.
And doing a great job with that. Stay tuned.
Thank you for having me.
Check back that first. Thank you. Check back that first interview, everybody. A lot of great information there too. So stay tuned, everybody. Giddy up.